After several delays, Axiom 4 mission to the International Space Station was finally launched on Wednesday from NASA's Kennedy Space Center in Florida.
3, 2, 1, ignition and lift
For three nations, a new chapter in space takes flight. Godspeed, AX4.
Because of you. To NASA, thank you for the decades of knowledge, the training, and the trust. You've shaped generations of
Now, the Indian astronaut Group Captain Shubhanshu Shukla is the pilot of the Axiom 4 mission along with other crew members. Commander Peggy Whitson of the United States, Mission Specialist Slavoj Wisniewski of Poland, and Mission Specialist Tibor Kapu of Hungary.
Engineers, trainers, families, and friends.
Now, they've embarked on a 28-hour journey to the International Space Station on a SpaceX Dragon spacecraft after launching on Falcon 9 rocket. This, in fact, is the fourth private astronaut mission. Now, Shukla serves as the second in command to Peggy Whitson.
Inside Dragon, from this camera's perspective, you have Tibor Kapu there on the left-hand side, and beside him is our pilot, Shubhanshu Shukla, and to the other side.
The crew will travel to the orbiting laboratory on a new SpaceX Dragon spacecraft after launching on the company's Falcon 9 rocket. The targeted docking time is approximately 7 a.m. on the 26th of June. And shortly after the Axiom 4 mission successfully entered into the Earth orbit, the Indian astronaut Shubhanshu Shukla said, and I quote, "We are orbiting the Earth and this is in fact the start of India's human space program. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat."
नमस्कार मेरे प्यारे देशवासियों, वाटर राइड 40 साल बाद हम वापस अंतरिक्ष में पहुंच गए हैं और कमाल की राइड थी। इस समय हम 7.5 किलोमीटर प्रति सेकंड की रफ्तार से पृथ्वी के चारों तरफ घूम रहे हैं और मेरे कंधे पे मेरे साथ मेरा तिरंगा है जो मुझे बता रहा है कि नहीं हूँ, मैं आप सबके साथ हूँ। ये मेरी इंटरनेशनल स्पेस स्टेशन तक की जर्नी की शुरुआत नहीं है, ये भारत के ह्यूमन स्पेस प्रोग्राम की शुरुआत है और मैं चाहता हूं कि आप सभी देशवासी इस यात्रा का हिस्सा बने। आपका भी सीना दिल से चौड़ा होना चाहिए, आप भी उतना ही एक्साइटमेंट दिखाइए। आइए हम सब मिलकर भारत की इस ह्यूमन स्पेस प्रोग्राम की जर्नी की शुरुआत करें। धन्यवाद। जय हिंद, जय भारत।
So, Group Captain Shukla is the pilot in the Indian Air Force. He has been picked as one of the 4 astronauts for ISRO's historic Gaganyaan mission, that is India's inaugural human space flight. As an Indian Air Force pilot, he's in fact received his training in Russia and has experience of flying the Su-30, the MiG-29 and Jaguar. Now, Axiom 4 represents a milestone for India's human space flight program, integrating with ISRO's Gaganyaan initiative. Now, Axiom 4 also provides the very first opportunity for an Indian astronaut. Now, Shubhanshu Shukla and his team will be conducting a series of experiments on board the International Space Station, and these will include some key scientific studies from testing edible microalgae and space seed sprouting to muscle regeneration and tardigrade survival. On the cards is research on cyanobacteria and human electronic interactions in microgravity. But WION's Siddharth MP has sent us this report. Listen.
After remaining in quarantine for longer than a month, India's astronaut Shubhanshu Shukla and the Axiom 4 crew have finally blasted off into space. And as we speak, they are circling the Earth in the SpaceX Crew Dragon capsule. They are circling the Earth at almost 28,000 kilometers per hour, which means they can circle the entire Earth in about 90 minutes. And this process will continue for almost the next 28 hours. That's how long it takes in this particular mission to reach the International Space Station. Basically, the Shukla and crew are circling the Earth right now in a low orbit. They're about 200 kilometers above the Earth. The space station is approximately 400 kilometers above the Earth. So over the next couple of hours and over the next 24 hours, in fact, what we can expect is that the Crew Dragon will autonomously adjust its orbit or adjust its circular path such that it can match with the path of the space station. and eventually around 4:30 p.m. on Thursday, Indian time, that's when this docking will happen, and thereon the crew from Axiom 4 can enter the International Space Station and carry on their 2-week mission on board the space station. From Chennai, Siddharth MP, WION, World is One.